Shiva Kumar.
Yes.
Please speak loud.
Sure, sir. Okay, sir.
గట్టిగా సార్ మాట్లాడు.
Good afternoon, sir.
So actually Shiva Kumar,
Sir.
there is no surname or initials or something, just plain Shiva Kumar.
Sir.
I'm not commenting in a negative way. I found it very important.
Yes, sir. They said not to mention surnames
Okay.
because it indicates the caste which we belongs to.
Okay.
That's why they said only to put plain name.
Good. And this is the thing they have said.
Yes.
Is it a rule?
Sir, actually another institute I went to, they said that not to.
Ah. But in your exam, in your interview, these people will be having your complete name.
Yes, sir.
So what difference it will make? In mock interview, you will not be knowing your name.
Yes, sir.
If some surnames are indicative of your caste,
Yes, sir.
but all surnames are not indicative of your caste. Sometimes you have the village name also.
Yes, sir. We should not tell that exactly from which caste and which place.
Caste is okay. Place is almost,
It will
for
be-
example, if one person is having Vemuru as their surname,
Yes,
Vemuru can be anyone.
yes,
Vemuru, many Brahmins are there, Kamas are there, others are there. Vemuru is a village.
yes, sir. Mostly my name Nayak is there, sir.
Okay.
So it clearly indicates that belongs to the Lambadi Suganas
Yeah.
category.
Mm.
So in order to avoid that.
Is it advice given by some institute or?
Yes, sir. Somebody.
I don't, this is my opinion.
I have seen in internet, sir, mention not to mention the first surname and the last surname.
But the people who are interviewing you actually,
Yes,
they will be knowing your surname,
yes.
your registered name.
They are sure, they know, sir.
Is it not?
Yes, yes,
If your name is hidden,
yes,
then definitely we can accept that, we can just think that this is a better practice.
yes.
In TSPSC, they are not having this. They have number only, no name. Not even Shiva Kumar is mentioned in the application form before the board. That is a different practice. But here, anyway, I am not main thing because this is the first time I found something not having anything.
Okay.
Good. So, what are exactly your hobbies? Which is the most important hobby of you?
Sir, I do jogging regularly. That is the important. Without jogging, I don't feel the freshness on that day and active. I feel little bit lazy. That's why I definitely want to do. At least if I can't able to do jogging, at least I do the walking.
How much duration?
Nearly 40 to 45 minutes per day I do, sir.
Are you interested in sports?
In childhood, but from the past 10 years, I was in college and more focusing on studies and less concentrated on the sports.
What is your favorite sport or game?
Mine, sir, like kabaddi, I used to play, sir. Not professionally.
Yeah, school,
Yes.
and your pastime activity.
In my streams.
Yeah, you did your post graduation in pharmacy.
Yes, sir. Pharmacology and toxicology.
Yeah, Naipar.
Naiper, Hyderabad.
I know Naipar.
Yes.
The other centers like Chandigarh,
Chandigarh and Ahmedabad,
Ahmedabad.
Guwahati and Kolkata, Hajipur.
Which ministry is responsible for this Naipar Institute?
Sir, it is under the Department of Pharmaceuticals under Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. And it overlooks the administrative process of the entire these 7 NIPERs throughout the India.
How come chemicals and fertilizers are it should be in medical field or something related to medicine?
Sir, it is mentioned chemical, that pharmaceuticals comes under the chemicals, sir. At the same time also medicine, but in chemical it will be that clearly we can see that that chemical formula, more of that we have to concentrate rather than the patient care here. We have to do more research and we should know the molecular level of that pharmaceuticals in terms of the chemical name and the chemical structure. That and all we have to study. That's why it is equipped under the Ministry of Department of Pharmaceutical under Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers.
This is regarding with allopathy. What about the Ayush departments?
Ayush department under the separate ministry, sir, Ministry of Ayush.
Yeah, but what about the researchers on this pharmacology of Ayush? Whatever name they have.
Yes. Now they are doing with advanced technology in medical in this pharmaceutical field. They are doing the research on our Ayurvedas and that kind of medicines to understand the exact mechanism of action. We don't have the exact mechanism of action of these IS medicines. To understand them, we are studying in details and the process and what are the techniques we use for the allopathic medicine that we are implementing in Ayush system to understand better and to give the better.
Is there any coordination between these two things, Ayush department and your neighbor?
I think we don't have any such, sir, but they are planning to start the MOU, sign MOU and conduct the research in the NIPERS because NIPERS available some instruments to
Yeah,
do this research.
that will be helpful for Ayush.
Yes, sir, that.
Because we can't ignore.
Yes.
What exactly do you think about Ayush streams? Do you think they are scientific or?
Sir, they have proven only we don't have the exact mechanism of action. What is there in our body? We have that evidence to say that the few people it working and it curing this disease, but it takes a longer time to cure. And in compared to in allopathic, we have the clear mechanism how it works. We do not have the clear mechanism. For that, we need further research in IS system.
So, why you have chosen this administration side instead of research in pharmacy and these things?
Since childhood, I have my mind inclined toward the administration. My mother used to tell me, you have to do government job, and you better if you go in better position, then it will be useful and it will bring better good name for your village. Like my mother used to motivate.
What is your father?
Father expired in 2010.
What was he?
He was agriculture labor.
Agriculture labor or
Labor, sir.
labor?
We have, but we do not have the water facility in our district. So
How many acres did you
we
possess?
have 2 acres.
2 acres.
2
2 acres is a very less in the especially in the Anandpur district.
Yes, sir.
What are the crops?
Crops mostly our side is groundnut, sir.
Uh,
And now they are under borewell. They have started paddy cultivation in some regions, and also the mango and pomegranates they are cultivating nowadays, and the area also expanded under mango cultivations.
Since 21-23 you applied and you appeared for civil services examinations
Yes, sir.
and could not clear prelims.
Yes, sir.
What was the problem? Can you
Sir,
did you identify any
The
specific thing?
problem lack of time, sir. I am doing job continuously.
Even today?
Yeah, today also I am in job. I took leave and came.
So you are not getting enough time.
Enough time to. I have time to prepare, study for exam, but I do not have time to write more mock tests and test series.
You are working in Egmore Health Unit,
Yes.
Chennai. It's a government job.
Yes, sir. Railways.
Railways.
Yes, sir.
Egmore Health Unit, Chennai.
Yes, sir.
What exactly is your job
Sir,
profile?
pharmacist, sir. Dispensing pharmacist and maintaining the medical.
At Chennai Railway Station.
Railway Health Unit is there, sir.
Okay. Railway station itself.
Yeah, just side some 60 meters away from the exact
Okay.
stations.
So you are a pharmacist working there.
Yes, sir.
So it's a central government job.
Yes,
Railways.
Railways.
Yeah, Kasi. Oh. What exactly is the grade of your job?
Mine, sir.
Second or grade 2 or grade?
Grade 2.
Grade 2.
Yes, sir.
Grade 2. Services in administrative side are challenging, no doubt.
Yes.
In Andhra Pradesh, what are the exact challenges before the government and governance?
Sir, employment issue, main employment. We have to create more employment. And the people nearly 60 to 70% people depending on agriculture. So the agriculture, how much GDP it produces, how many people are depending on that, we have to reduce in order to bring that is beneficial to the state and increase the GDP level per capita.
Do you think reducing the people dependent on agriculture is possible in AP?
Sir, first we have to create infrastructure and industries to provide them job. Then we can at least people who are mostly depending on that we can reduce.
Why don't you think on those lines that where instead of industry, here it is some processing units or something related to agri-industry?
Yes, sir. That also includes under industries. We have to create that food parks and mega food parks like that. We have to create the processing, supply chain management in the agriculture system, so that they will be more familiar with the agriculture system, so that we can easily train them on that kind of work.
Apart from agriculture, what is the important resource for Andhra Pradesh?
Apart from agriculture and service sector, only 40% of GDP coming from service sectors.
What are the major areas of service sector?
Sir, tourism, hotel management, and traveling.
What about the aqua?
Yes, sir. Aquaculture also there, but it is not service sector.
No, I did not ask you about service sector. First, I asked about apart from agriculture, which is the fourth important aspect where we have to focus.
Aquaculture, sir, because already well-established system is there. The Andhra Pradesh is in first place to export aquaculture product to other countries.
So, do you think service sector will cross aquaculture, or aquaculture is the second position along with agriculture?
Sir, in near future, it may not be possible to cross the service sector, because most of the people, most of our GDP coming from that. In longer term, we can increase the GDP level from the aquaculture.
What are the impediments here?
Sir, our availability of the quality fish to cultivate in the culture in that area. And apart from that, in Rayalaseema area, it is very difficult. Like
Rayalaseema is no aquaculture.
Yes, that.
I am talking about Andhra Pradesh coastal zone.
Yes.
Now, apart from these things, quality of fish and these things are something. But is there any specific which is peculiar to Andhra Pradesh coast?
Prawn cultivation.
Prawn, that is something. Do you think these natural calamities or cyclones are a big hazardous thing for the aquaculture in Andhra Pradesh?
Yes, sir, they definitely damages that aquaculture. We have to develop the disasters that affects on our infrastructure in aquaculture. So we have to develop the system to protect them from the natural hazards.
What about the education system in Andhra Pradesh presently? How do you rate this education system? Is it at par with the country, or is it lagging behind, and what are the lacunae or what are the positive things?
So as per 2011 census, Andhra Pradesh literacy rate is nearly 67%. Compared to the all India average, it is 74%. So still we need to work on that, and the government is implementing various policies on that to raise the literacy level of our people.
Why AP being a place, it is not a hill state,
Yes.
it is not a backward state, not a feudal state, but still why Andhra Pradesh is lacking in literacy rate?
So natural resources are not properly optimized for the growth of our state, and we need to more technology involvement in the extraction of natural resources like minerals and.
You mistook the question. My question was, what are the problems with the education section in Andhra Pradesh?
Quality education.
Why? It's not a hill state. If hill state, there will be a problem. If it is a state, very far-flung area, it's a different problem. But Andhra Pradesh is a state which is, it was, along with the Telangana, it was a big state, so many resources, so much of funds, but why it is lagging behind in literacy? That was my question.
So many institutions developed in Hyderabad area that all went to Telangana state, and we do not have the much institutions.
I am talking about literacy. Literacy doesn't require a CCMB or NIRD, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, enrollment level at primary level we have to increase.
Right. What's the problem? Did you understand?
Awareness, we need to bring awareness in parents, lack of awareness in women.
Andhra Pradesh, so much of conscious cultural. Kadukari Vereslingam started schools in 1880s for widows.
Yes, sir, but
And today we are talking about schools for children. What could have been the problem? Did you get my question?
yes, sir, I get it.
Because
Yes,
there should be some serious problem.
yes, sir, yes.
And all the budget for schooling coming from Samagra Shiksha,
Yes.
World Bank project.
Yes.
And every year Andhra Pradesh gets the money from that project only.
Yes.
And they get more than Telangana today.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, for the past 10 years, they get more than, because of the numbers, because of the area and ratio and everything, number of schools, they get more. But why it is lagging is a question I asked. Anyway, then come to the present scenario of national scenario.
Yes.
Are you updated with the happenings in the country?
Yes.
What is happening in Manipur?
Manipur plus the Manipur's High Court has recommended to the state government to include mighty community in scheduled tribe list. For that, already the scheduled tribe in that state, they are protesting against the inclusion of this mighty community in the scheduled tribe list. They are fearing that their rights will be taken because they are already advanced compared to the Kuki and Jute tribes. So that's why they are not willing to allow them to add in scheduled tribe list. And against to their protest, and the mighty community also started protesting. We need our rights. We are in valley area. We need all tribal rights. What are they are getting the rest of the population in their state? For that, it is continuously clashing with each other, and there are many issues happening like attacking on women and children, and many of the state infrastructure also damaged, and many people lost their lives. And it is very difficult situation now currently going on there, sir. And even though central government deployed many of the central armed police force, they are unable to control, and the state police force are they are divided into two lines. They are not properly involving to stop this violence.
Do you think they are divided on two lines?
Yes, sir. I have seen that the people, the officers who are from the Kuki community, they support only Kuki. They are not involving to protect the other mighty communities.
Who are at the receiving end?
Mostly the Kuki tribes are suffering due to this.
Mostly it's spooky.
Yes.
Then, what exactly is the present international scenario? Our India's position vis-a-vis China.
Sir, on G20 issue, they are both are not agreeing on the joint statement to be issued by the national leaders in the final G20 summit to be held in September. And that is the main reason they are not coming and agreeing on that. Two of the paragraphs included in the statement. One is related to the United Nations Security Council system, and related to other multilateral system, that China is not accepting to include the permanent member as include India as a permanent member to United Nations Council. Another is that condemns the Russia-Ukraine war. So that they both are not agreeing.
China also never condemned Russia-Ukraine war.
Yes, sir.
China is supporting Russia.
Russia, yes.
India
Is not supporting to either. It is just forcing them to discuss their issue bilaterally and solve it peacefully. And our Prime Minister also said that this era is not an era of war mentioned, and that point also clearly mentioned in the G20 statement. So that are the major.
But with Russia, do we have better relations?
Yes, sir. With Russia we have better relation, and with Ukraine also we have the relation. So we are not involving in either of the party, and we need they peacefully resolve their issues. So we should not involve as a third party in their issue.
Recently, Prime Minister visited France.
Yes.
He took part in one parade.
Yes.
What's the name of that parade?
Bastille parade.
Bastille Day parade.
Yes.
What exactly is Bastille Day? Do you know anything about it?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Just I took this question to make you understand that how contemporary things can be asked. Okay. Because it's one of the important parade. They will not be asking what is Papua New Guinea, whether the Prime Minister bowed down or touched the feet of Modi. It is not the question.
Okay, sir.
But when it comes to Bastille Day parade, should know what exactly is Bastille Day. Why they commemorate this Bastille Day. Okay. So again, coming back to your background, you are from a community, a poor community, and father agriculture labor,
Yes.
a marginal farmer,
Yes.
poor farmer,
Yes.
I have to say.
Yes.
So poor farmer, how to make lives of the agriculturists of Rayalaseema better? You are the administrator now. You have been appointed as the person in charge of the agriculture
Yes.
in Rayalaseema region. What are your priorities? What is your mode and what is your suggestions?
So first, water resource, we have to divert from the water surplus area to the Rayalaseema region. Like the Andhra University Sravati project, Telugu Ganga project, they supply water. We need to be focused more and develop and link with the other areas where they have not reached. We have to give for the agriculture. Apart from agriculture, more of the agriculture labors are there. For that, we have to divert that people from most depending on agriculture to the other areas of the economy, like creating the industries. Many of the industries needed water is major source, but not available. Non-water dependent industries we can establish in that area, so we can provide them employment opportunity. And another thing is we need to develop skills of that people, skill development in various areas.
What are the non-water intensive industries you suggest?
Automobile, like automobile industries we can establish. There's already one of the industry established in our region, Kia Motors, and also recently the Bharat Electronic Limited. It also proposed to establish in our Palasamudram area to establish the industry, the manufacturing industry for defense purpose. So that will be the better.
All these things are coming from outside, deploying or giving employment for the people. I don't object to it. But what about the resources, local resources? How do you mix the local resources with the industry? Right.
Sir, three of the industrial corridors pass through the Rayalaseema region, sir.
Hmm.
So it gives the better connectivity to the area.
Like,
So logistic, in terms of logistic.
yeah, what are they?
Corridors.
Three corridors.
Sir, it is Chennai Vizag Industrial Corridor and Bangalore Hyderabad Industrial Corridor and Chennai Bangalore Industrial Corridor. That three of them connect with the Rayalaseema region, so that logistically we can manage and resource we can get.
What are the resources? For example, you are the officer, I asked you the question. You are the officer in charge of Rayalaseema.
Yes.
You pinpointedly, can you suggest any particular thing based on the local resources to start an industry?
Sir, we can start the cement industries.
Okay, that's what I want.
Yes, sir. Cement industry, because granites are available in the Kadapa and Tadipatri region, so that we can use that resources for the development of cement industries. And for automobile industries, Bangalore is near to our Anantapur district, so that we can get the raw materials required for the manufacturing of automobile. And service sectors also we can start, like IT companies we can establish.
Still, I am not happy with the answer because the resources, mining resources, mineral resources of Rayalaseema,
Yes.
yet to be tapped.
Yes, sir.
Can you work on that?
Sir, we can work on also vast resource land available. We can establish solar plants in that area. So that gives better income opportunity to the farmers.
That's what I wanted. Okay. Apart from that, developing the agriculture based on some new techniques. No one is focusing on the different techniques for irrigation. Bindu Sedyam or something, there are no serious efforts. What about the canals and tube canals and tanks in Rayalaseema?
Sir, this Rayalaseema region lies in rain shadow area. So there is less rainfall. So the recharge of that earth water is very less, sir. So we may not completely rely on that and get water. So better we have to see the alternate opportunities what are available in the Rayalaseema region, specifically Anantapur area.
Anantapur is a big problem too, no doubt. That shadow zone is a big problem.
Yes.
But overall, Kurnool, Kadapa,
Yes.
all these things together, Rayalaseema, if we talk, we have many other resources too.
Yes, sir. Mining and availability of land and windmills also we can start that area. So we can tap the untapped resource.
One last question.
Yes, sir.
As an administrator, if you are working in North Coastal Andhra Pradesh, what are the areas you want to focus on?
So first agriculture, obviously, because availability of water resources, various rivers are flowing through that northern areas like Nagavali and that and all rivers are there. And aquaculture also we can implement in that area. Apart from that, majorly this.
Good. Right. So, this is the conclusion of your interview.